start with why Cabin Wars? What inspired you to audition?
I saw it on Facebook and I really want to get involved in flipping, and I didn't really know a way how to do it. So I thought, you know what, I'm an empty nester now. I have a lot more time on my hands. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to apply. It was crazy. I really saw it and I applied immediately. I didn't even tell my husband until the next day. I was like, oh, I did a thing.
How did you react to it?
Right. He was great. I think he's just like, wait, what? Oh, that's great. That's great. But he did not love that you called his hunting camp a she shed, by the way.
I didn't know.
Well, it was funny. My friends were like, oh, that's just code for it's too nice.
Yeah, it was just very well done. That's all.
Monica, how do you believe your unique skills, personality, and experience set you apart from other home flippers?
Well, I'm not a professional home flipper, but I work really well within a budget. And I usually am really good at looking at a big picture and dwindling it down and figuring out other options. Like, of course, this is my dream. You can't do the dream. So you got to scale it back. And I love doing that.
Just again, kind of provide an overview of your experience and in home flipping and interior design.
I got into real estate to want to flip. I partnered up with one of the owners at Keller Williams, and we've been doing a little bit of commercial and residential, but my goal to get my real estate license was really to flip. And one of my friends, she actually took the class with me, and it was so funny because we're in the class together and she's like, I can't do this. I'm out. And I was like, what? You're leaving me by myself? And I sold her house though. So that worked out.
That's awesome. Monica, who inspired you to start this journey in like real estate and to get into home flipping?
My mom did real estate when we were little. So I would have to say she probably inspired me. And she's a pretty awesome woman.
Do you have a story of when you had to overcome some unexpected challenge or adversity, maybe in a flip?
There's always challenges. I mean, when we redid our kitchen, it's like, contractors or construction, they're like, oh, we'll be there Monday morning. Nobody shows up. That's the biggest adversity. Having in that industry, it's really one of the only industries, and meteorology, where you can say something and it doesn't work. They're like, oh, we'll be there Monday. Oh, no, we're going to be there Tuesday. Oh, no, maybe Wednesday. And
nobody ever fires the weather, man.
No, it's crazy.
Talk a little bit about the power of transformation, an instance where you witnessed the transformative impact of a renovated space.
Our rental house was in Tammany Hills, but the frenzy that happened when it was all during COVID. We had a bidding war for it, and it was like such excitement. And watching the guy who ended up getting the house, he was so excited because he was like, this is the night, he didn't expect to be able to live in a house that nice. And seeing that on his face, it made it worthwhile, all the headaches.
So Monica, what industry were you in before real estate? I know we kind of talked about your mom kind of inspiring you to like start this real estate journey. Was there any like specific moment in your life where you're like, I'm gonna like either change career paths, or you were always in real estate?
I wasn't. I've only been in real estate for 5 years. So I was in pharmaceutical sales before the kids. And this is a funny story. I was pregnant with Madeline. I was big and pregnant. And a girl walks in roller skates, and she was a drug rep. And I think she was wearing shorts. And I was like, what am I doing? I'm done. So I told Blaze, I was like, I'm not going back, and I had just gotten a territory that was not the best area to be. And I was pregnant. So I was like, I'm over it. And so I stayed at home when she was born. I never went back to work until 5 years ago.
All right. So imagine the big reveal and you're announced the winner. How do you think that's going to impact where you're at in your real estate journey and maybe in your life?
I think it will impact it positively. Maybe people will, the positive thing about real estate versus, you are helping people. That's the part I love about real estate. But I think it will impact me very positively.
So give us a sneak peek. You get this disgusting looking cabin. You're walking in, you see it, and you understand that the goal is to make it a rustic, chic, Instagram worthy glamping experience. What are some things that you would do?
Well, I mean, isn't it supposed to be a surprise?
It is supposed to be a surprise. It is. Yeah.
I'd have some exposed wood if I could, probably light neutral colors, make it look like a nice hotel room. Have y'all checked out the mirrored cabins in Chattanooga?
No.
Oh, nice.
They're mirrored cabins. They all have little private hot tubs and a little barbecue pit, small areas. They also have these dome places. They're dome rooms or whatever, so you can see the sky. That's kind of my inspiration. I love those.
So Monica, what do you think will be the most significant challenge during this process?
The budget, probably, and the 30 days, maybe. I don't know. I think the 30 days is fine, but the budget probably be the biggest challenge.
They're expensive these days, so I completely understand that.
I mean, yeah, you'll find something and it's $5,000 for fabric, so you're like, oh, I can't use that.
Monica, do you have any personal connection to camping or glamping or getaway experiences that you can draw from?
My friends tell me this. I always am about an adventure when we go on vacation and stuff, and those little adventures are the great memories of your vacation. So I feel like this whole thing is maybe a little of an adventure for me.
Audience appeal. How do you think the viewers will connect with your personality, style, or approach on the show?
Hope that they like me because maybe I'm more of an underdog because I'm not a professional flipper. I'm not an interior designer, an artist. So I feel like they'll be rooting for me.
Go for the underdog appeal. I like that.
That's what I mean.
Are you prepared for the competitive nature of the show and the potential drama that may arise?
I'm assertive. I want to do best. I'm not a type of person that's going to go ruin somebody's cabin because I think theirs is better, but I am a go-getter, always have been. It's just, you either are, or you aren't. So
are you a competitive person?
I am naturally a competitive person.
Okay. You're not going to cause any problems with anybody, are you?
No, and I'll have Bonnie Kate. She'll smooth everything over. Well, thank y'all so much for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it.